EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today it's a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And a year ago when he was drafted, it felt like central casting. Bo Nix coming to the NFL ready to roll, and he surpassed all expectations a season ago and threw for nearly 30 touchdown passes as a rookie. Fell just short of 29, but a huge piece of his team's future.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
That's good. Broncos, first down.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Off the bootleg, here's Nix. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It's Zaven Collins who got in there to get the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing Nix. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick six to take the lead.
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
Nick Folk for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Nix to the air. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So that'll be marked down as a 19-yard punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the number 1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And when you watch him play, all you think about is how dynamic he is. He can beat you with his arm and his legs. Threw for over 20 touchdowns for the first time since 2021. Fully healed from the knee injury a couple of seasons ago. He's got his team thinking big in 2025.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. On play action, it's Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. Here's 2nd and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 13. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? And turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now it's Nix. We'll get that complete to Velo. And he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And the Broncos, first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. Oh, nice move. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how it can hurt you. And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. 2 yards to go, second down. Here's Nix. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
To throw is Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage. So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes, or are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. In motion is Dortch. To throw is Murray. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Boy, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. So a tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Here's Brissett. Oh, his first throw of the game, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So that now back-to-back drive, CD, that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Working out of the gun is Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. 2 seconds to go, first quarter. Operating from the gun is Nix. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for Broncos. First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Picked up by Pat Surtain. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brand, I almost expect you to come to like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, if it's 2 in a row, would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they've got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll take over here following the interception with good field position and a chance to take the lead with a touchdown. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
That's complete right around the 8. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it's second and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter. But I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
The drive will start with counter. And he stopped immediately there. There for the stop defensively, Nick Bonito.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
This one deep for Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You always think about picking up the first down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but admire the effort.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Denver's offense ready to go again. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
How about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
For a Denver Broncos. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Looking to throw. Nix dancing to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
2nd and 9 now. And he fires one incomplete.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to set up shop. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here now, 2nd and 4. Murray going to throw. A short one here, caught by McBride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
The result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and a couple. Here's Murray from midfield. A short one here, caught by McBride. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 37. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray to air it out again. Pass complete there to Harrison. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Murray now. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. From the gun, Murray. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Murray. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. Murray now to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Here's Nick Folk now on for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Folk's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Nix from the shotgun. They'll let this go deep for Sutton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing Nix. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Nix to the air. That's taken in left side by Velo. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
And his throw here is incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Scott, thank you. And this one's still anybody's game. We'll see who can come out with a hot hand in this second half as we are about to get underway. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
At the 33-yard line.
A give up the middle with Benson. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. John Franklin Myers able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Not good at all. Punted just 24 yards there. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Stidham. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Here's Stidham. Throw left side complete. That's Perry. So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to make it 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko.
And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line.
1st down, Cardinals.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
They run over center with Benson.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yeah, this is a high kick, but it's not going anywhere. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. And Denver getting set to take the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Over the middle, complete. That's McLaughlin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Denver Broncos.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Got him, man. That's Trent Sherfield. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 28. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Stidham. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. McLaughlin will take it in. Touchdown, Denver.
Well, it took almost 3 quarters for them to get their first touchdown of the game, but it may turn out to be worth the wait. This has been a heck of a battle so far, but they finally punched one in here to take the lead.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And this one's right there, and that pushes the lead to 13-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams try to find the right formula to come out with the victory. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Brissett now.
That pass completed to Dortch.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now Brissett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Cardinals. Josiah DeGuara, 65 yards. And the Cardinals use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Looking to put a drive together. Now it's Stidham. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
He'll get that complete to Franklin. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Stidham. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Stidham. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
Hey, kill.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. And this one is going to be off the mark. Too far out in front. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. On first down, it's Benson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. Here's second and 10. Brissett. Got his man. It's Dortch. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
First down, Arizona.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to go out extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples, but I always love on these offsides. As when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Running out of the gun here with Benson. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave them with a 2nd and just 3. Here's Brissett. Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Brissett from the gun on 3rd. That is caught. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 15-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So 1st and goal, 6 points here. We go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Benson going to be stopped before he can get moving forward as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare. And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
This is 3rd and goal. Brissett buying time to his left. Jacoby Brissett taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Cardinals are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt-away-the-game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early. And sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. To throw, Brissett. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. So the Broncos now down by 11, 2:05 to go. They'll have one play here just north of the 2-minute warning. Now Stidham. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Here's Stidham to throw. That's taken in by Franklin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, there's still hope, but it's dwindling fast. No timeouts left. They need 2 scores still. 1st and 10 here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the first down.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Franklin. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A lot on the line here, even for just a preseason game. Jobs to be won and lost. It's 3rd down. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Now Stidham. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Here we go. 1st and goal.
Denver Broncos.
Stidham. And it's caught. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Here's Stidham. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in. For 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Down to a knee. Here's the Cardinals look to let the clock roll. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, everyone, as we say so long from Denver.